Do you feel like you have been working on accomplishing the same goal forever? Does it feel like you've been setting that same goal to drop that last little bit of body fat or start a workout program? If this is you, today's broadcast is for you. My name is Tanessa Shears. I'm a health and wellness coach. I'm a personal trainer, and my job is to help you organize your fitness and your wellness habits so you can stay on track. What we are talking about today in our in-session is not to confuse action with accomplishment. So this is where I see a lot of my clients run up against roadblocks over and over again. They feel like they're doing all the right things, and they probably are, but they wonder why they're not getting the results they're after. So what I'm going to be sharing with you today is how you can tell whether you are just an action taker or whether you are actually setting out and accomplishing the goals you want to take. Don't confuse action with accomplishment. That's what we're talking about today. So, hi, thanks for joining us today. So, I want to first of all tell you what the difference between taking an action is and accomplishing an outcome. And I did go to Google to get these, so this is not anything fancier than Google. So, action. What is action? Action is a thing done or the process of doing something to achieve an aim. So, the process of doing something or getting something done. That is what the definition of taking an action means. Hi, Robin. Nice to see you. What is an accomplishment then? An accomplishment is the successful achievement of a task. So if an action is the process working towards something, accomplishment is actually achieving it. This is such an important distinction to make because I find so often we are spending way too much time action taking in the wrong things and not adjusting when our outcomes aren't serving us anymore. So I'm going to use an example that might relate to you, and I'll kind of tell you the difference between if you're an action taker or you're an accomplisher. So let's say that you want to lose the last 20 pounds that you have been working on getting off, and you've set a New Year's resolution, you've set goals to lose that last 20 pounds for like the last 3 years, and you're wondering why it isn't happening. And so let's pretend this is your goal. So what you're doing now is you are like, I'm gonna lose this weight, so what I'm gonna do, first thing, I'm gonna go and I'm going to pick out all the recipes I'm gonna be eating for the week. Then I'm going to plan all my meals. I'm going to make all my grocery lists. I'm going to go shopping. When I get home, I'm going to do the I'm going to put all the groceries away. I'm going to prepare my meals. They're going to be in nice little containers. If you were doing this on a regular basis, I bet you would feel like you were taking a heck of a lot of action. You're like, yes, I'm planning my meals. I'm grocery shopping. All my meals are packed up. But at the end of the day, those are all action tasks, which is good. But what you want to ask is, am I accomplishing my aim? So if you are doing all of these action tasks, but you are still not losing that last 20 pounds, are you really accomplishing things? Are you taking actions that are running you in circles, or are you actually accomplishing anything? So what you need to do is make sure you are defining very specific accomplishment outcomes. What am I going to feel? What is going to be different? What is going to be the same when I accomplish this goal? So let's just use weight loss as 20 pounds because that is something that, we can all think of as a concrete number. So if you are doing all of those action tasks that I listed about, prepping your meals and grocery shopping, and you haven't lost that 20 pounds, you're just running and taking action over and over and over again, and you're not actually having accomplishment. Because if you think about this, the things that are going to move you forward and create growth and development in your life are accomplishments, not action tasks. So if you were watching the video that I did the other day on whether your planner is full of, things you want to get done or who you want to become, if you are one of those people that is constantly taking, catch-up actions or actions that aren't getting you anywhere, your to-do lists are likely just all, cross them off things you need to get done. We need to make sure that the actions we are taking are moving us towards who we want to become. If you want to be fitter, if you want to be healthier, if you want to have mental wellness in your life and good relationships, the action tasks need to be leading to an accomplishment. So this is a really good time to rewrite out your goals or sit there and I want you to think, I have all of these goals that I have been working on. How long have I been working on them? If if you have been saying, I've been trying to lose 20 pounds for 2 years, I want you then to do this. I want you to write out all the action steps that you have been taking that you believe are leading towards your accomplishment of your goal. Then what I want you to do is evaluate which ones are actually working and which ones aren't. Because here's a secret. A lot of times people will do something like that big meal planning system, where they'll buy the groceries and they'll meal plan and they'll package everything, but they end up eating takeout half the time and they don't eat half the prepped meals. So maybe the action task needs to be eat the meals. So there might be a little step that we're missing in there. So that's basically what I wanted to talk to you about, because just because the actions you are taking appear to lead to your goal, it does not always mean that they do. So what we need to do is evaluate, are the action tasks I'm taking actually leading to accomplishment of my goals? If they are not, I need you to reverse engineer. And here is how I do that. And this goes for any goal setting, whether you are working on a fitness, a nutrition, a wellness, a business goal, a life goal, a finance goal. What I like to do is called reverse engineer my goals. What I'll do is at the top of a piece of paper, I'm going to write my goal. Say you want to, let's stick with that same example. I want to lose 20 pounds. Well, then you're going to ask yourself, if I were to have already lost the 20 pounds, if I'm standing here today 20 pounds lighter, what did I do to get me here? So you need to think backwards. Think from the place of having already achieved the goals and ask yourself, what did I need to have in place? What actions did I need to take in order to get me to my accomplishment point? So perhaps you thought, exercising 2 times a week and planning your dinners was going to get you there, but you've been doing the same goal for 2 years and it hasn't. So now we need to think backwards. If I were to think, if I'm going to lose 20 pounds and I'm going to reverse engineer this goal, what I might do is I might include, to lose this 20 pounds, I'm going to need to find 40 minutes 5 times a week to work out. I am going to need to make sure I am finding a way to ensure I'm eating enough vegetables and enough protein. I need to find a way to make sure I'm not overeating. So when you put these tasks to your brain is going to go to work for you to find answers. And this is how you make change. You don't make guess changes and take actions that may or may not lead you to your goal. You define your goal and you work backwards. What are the tasks that if I were have already completed this goal, I would have needed to take? What are the steps I would have needed to do? What would I have had to avoid? So these are all really important things. So basically what we are talking about today is not confusing action taking with actually achieving our outcomes. So the strategy that I gave you was listing all the actions you're taking and seeing if they're actually leading to a result. If they're not, you need to reverse engineer your goal. Write your goal down, start at the end, and reverse backwards. So I hope that has been really helpful. I really want you to take a moment. Again, remember that action was all about getting things done, but accomplishment was successful achievement of an aim. Make sure we get those definitions straight. And if you guys need any help with quick tips and strategies on how to prepare meals in 60 minutes or less, how to plan your workouts for the week, I put all that together in a free guide at TanessaShears.com/planner. And basically it's a printable and it has a checklist that runs you through how I meal plan. So if this is one of the action steps that you know you need to take, this is an amazing free resource. You just leave your email there at TanessaShears.com/planner. I'm going to send it to you. I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Leave your questions in the comment box below if you're confused on if the things you are doing are moving you forward and if it's an action or an accomplishment. And I want you to tell me what action steps you are taking now that are leading directly to what you want to achieve. I will talk to you guys later. Have a beautiful week.